Here we are back again for episode number 9. Can you believe it's number 9 already? Of the mini episodes of The Ghost Investigator from my books. And again, we are currently reading some of the short stories from The Ghost Investigator Volume 1. And this one takes place in New City. And if you know New City, which I know very well, used to be pretty rural, well, very rural. And as time went by, post Tappan Zee Bridge, more and more little developments went up. And then in the 80s and 90s, the huge wave of McMansions. Every square inch was developed, but there were a few beautiful old colonials still left, like real colonials. And this one was owned by, we'll just call them the Wright family. And um, they purchased this house in the 1980s. And soon after moving in, Mrs. Wright was in a hurry to make an appointment and went to the bathroom to quickly comb her hair. Once there, she encountered a very strong scent of a flowery perfume. She told me, I was in such a rush that I didn't realize at first that I wasn't using any perfume and nobody else was home. As I was going back down the hall, it hit me how strange this was, and I turned around to find the source of the overpowering scent. When I went back in the bathroom, the perfume scent was gone, and it had been so strong just a few seconds earlier. Perfume, cologne, things like that are very, very common in hauntings. You might not think somebody's perfume would be something they would carry over into the afterlife. But again, you're looking for clues as to who this person was in life. And if you had a distinctive perfume, how many people do you know, especially older folk, who had a perfume they wore for years and years and years, usually very strong, and that would be their signature. That would be a hallmark. So to them, oh, if I let this person smell this perfume, A, they'll know I'm here, and B, maybe they'll know who I am. But there was more strangeness to come other than the perfume. They often saw little figures running around out of the corner of their eye, thinking it was one of the kids or kids' friends, only to come to find out maybe nobody else was home or nobody was in that section. In particular, their son saw a very active little boy racing around, and he thought, well, that must be my little energetic brother. And then he remembered the brother wasn't even home. In fact, no one was home. So that would be a little unnerving. Not that anything was threatening, but when you have some little entity racing around your home and you're all alone, you might be a bit unnerved. Well, now Mrs. Wright had that plastic covering on her furniture. We had that as a kid. Very uncomfortable, very sticky, very noisy. You cannot quietly sit down on a couch covered in plastic. Trust me. Um, so one evening she's seated on the couch and there's that unmistakable sound, that squeak squish that somebody else is sitting down, but nobody else was there. And she felt it, she saw it, and actually the plastic and the cushion depressed as if somebody was sitting there. Well, now that will get your attention, which is probably exactly what this particular ghost was trying to do. Um, just make its presence known. She said, I did get the feeling that whoever was there just wanted us to know it's still their home too. Well, yes and no. They're gone and they shouldn't be bothering the current homeowners. Maybe some people enjoy that. They think it's kind of thrilling. Personally, there's enough going on in the world and in our lives that I don't need anybody, good intentions or not, hanging around in my house. So haunted places are good to visit, but I would not want to live in one. So that's the story of the old colonial house in New City. Again, keep your eyes open. If you have any suggestions, please leave comments below and get in touch with me. And there we have another mini episode, and we'll see you next time around. Thank you.